When Bobby's husband passed away, she went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
If you're looking for a funeral home and somebody that will guide you through this with such ease, just talk to Will Spear. Just go talk to him. Tell him how much money you've got. Tell him what you need, and he'll do it for you. He actually will do everything for you need for him to do. I didn't have any problem with anything because Will took me by the hand and just walked me through it. He said, Bobby, there's just nothing to worry about.
He didn't look like he was playing any differently at the Blue-White last Friday night than he looked last season. He will jump it up against Marvin Bullard at midcourt, and Parker Bland controls the tip. So Quincy will have the first possession of the basketball season. Quincy in their home white uniforms with blue numbers and trim. U City going with black uniforms and gold numbers with white trim. Cameron Gay has it right wing. Further on the wing to Parker Bland. Looking at Tenhouse down on the block. Out front to Cameron Gay. Ball fake. Stays on the right side of the floor. High post Reagan Tenhouse. Tenhouse turns, drives it to the hoop, and got fouled. No, got called for the travel as he drove to the basket.
I think he got the traveling first, but the people that saw Reagan last year and come out here now and see him, you're going to see a wider body, and he really posted up very well right there and had a nice drive to the basket, but just took that extra step. And
the Blue Devils come out with a full court 1-2-2 press. Jacob Jobe at the front of the press. With it in backcourt is Martavius Mayo. Mayo dribbles to midcourt line. His pass is deflected. They got to hurry. Talking about U City, and they don't make it. 10-second call in backcourt. Blue Devils force a turnover.
Well, Jacob Jobe's got those long arms, and it's going to take that ball lob a little bit longer, and it doesn't seem like much, but a couple of lob passes like that, you're going to chew up 4 or 5 seconds right off the bat, and Blue Devils, the Quincy Blue Devils force a turnover. They're on their first possession as far as defense.
Lincoln Elby goes right wing to Cameron Gay. Back to Lincoln Elby, middle of the floor, calls out a new offensive set. Tenhouse leads left wing, goes to set a screen. Elby with it, on the wing, free throw line extended. Further along the wing to Joe, back up the sideline to Lincoln Elby. Elby starts towards the middle of the floor, bounce pass, high post Reagan Tenhouse. Feeds it underneath to Joe, turns in the paint, puts up a strong shot and score.
And that's the advantage of being left-handed. There's so much as far as defending against a left-handed shooter, and Jacob took advantage of it right there.
Perkins over the top, finds Mayo. Mayo will drive it to the hoop, put it up off the rim, no good. Elby with the rebound, long outlet pass to Jobe, overthrows it, and it's recovered by Jamar Perkins, who traveled, and then an illegal screen in backcourt by U City.
That's a very, very good call. If he would have held his ground, I think he still would have got the charge, but he leaned his hip right into it, and I think that was a great call by the official.
He tried to set a pick instead of just being a shield.
Exactly. Talking
about the player, Keandre Bledsoe. His first personal, first team foul on U City. And Coach Corey Lewis did not like that call. Jacob Jobel inbounded into the backcourt to Lincoln Elby. Elby will go right wing to Cameron Gay. Free throw line extended. Gay has it. Middle of the floor now, high post, Parker Bland. Turns, goes underneath the Tenhouse. In the paint, starts towards the corner, gets to Jobe for a three. Too strong. Weak side rebound, Cameron Gay. What do we have? Offensive foul on Quincy on the rebound.
Must have been a push on the back.
No, they don't signal a foul. They're going to say it went over the backboard.
Went over the backboard.
Okay.
I thought if it didn't hit it, you could still keep
that
in play.
I'm not sure about that call.
Interesting.
Mayo with it in backcourt. Cross-court bounce pass finds Darryl Black. Back to Mayo, left wing, just inside the sideline. Double team there. Bounce pass is poked by Elby, but recovered in backcourt by Perkins for U City. Perkins drives it down the middle of the floor. Splits 3 defenders. Deals it to Bledsoe, puts it up off the glass and in.
Used his body well. Shielded it on the way up and used the body to bank it off the glass.
2-2 our score. Quickly the other way, Cameron Gay gets it to Lincoln Elby. Back to Cameron Gay, right wing. Gay, back middle of the floor to Elby. Thought about a deep three, penetrates, kicks it to Jobe. He'll take the angle three, and it's too strong. Rebound belongs to Perkins for U City. 2-2 our score. We played just over 2 minutes of this ball game. Perkins right sideline in front of Coach Andy Douglas. Cross-court pass. Finds the intended receiver Mayo, who takes it to the hoop and a charging foul.
That's the way Parker that's the way a charge should be taken. You take your ground, and if he runs into you, great. But as soon as you lean one way or the other, you're probably going to get a blocking, an illegal block called like they had on the U City team.
Foul was called on Keandre Bledsoe, his second, team second. So 2 charges drawn by Quincy here in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the ball game. 2-2 our score. Quincy with the ball, Lincoln Elby. Shifts gears, now pulls up. Thinks about a three, shoots the three. It's no good. Parker Bland has the baseline rebound for Quincy. Bounces it off a player's back, gets it to Tenhouse, shovels it to Jobe. Goes up strong, got his shot blocked, playing with the offensive rebound, no good. And then the rebound is knocked out of bounds. It'll be Quincy ball.
I like the way we go after those offensive boards. They're really attacking the glass. I like Jacob Jobe shooting from the outside because that's going to open up the inside too.
Now the officials having a discussion at the top of the key. I find it hard to believe they're going to change the call.
I wouldn't think so.
And now I think they may have gotten the number wrong on the charge. I think it was. I thought it was strange they called it on 20. The foul is actually on number 5, Martavius Mayo, on the drive on the offensive end for U City, I believe is what they've done.
That'd been his second.
It would have been Bledsoe's second. Now it's Mayo's first. Elby on a cut gets it to Bland, and Bland hadn't reestablished position after he inbounded, so the turnover goes to U City.
Nice play. You just got to step in bounds after you throw it to receive that pass back.
2-2 our score, 5:21 left to go first quarter. Perkins inbounds to Darrell Black. Cross-court pass to Mayo. Mayo brings it up to the midcourt stripe and is stopped. Now floats a pass down the sideline that Bledsoe catches. Middle of the floor, gets it to Bullard. 16-footer is wide right. And the foul on the rebound called on U City.
Yeah, underneath. Must have been just a little push to get position.
Foul called on
number 5.
Martavius Mayo. His second, team's third. And a sub awaits at the scorer's table when he finds the right place to go with the 2 scorers table set up here at Blue Devil Gym.
It's a little different, isn't it?
Jalen Allen checks in for U City. He's a 5'10 senior. He'll replace Martavius Mayo. Tenhouse will inbound against man-to-man full court pressure from U City. Elby lets the traffic clear, and he'll bring it up the floor for Quincy. Played 3 minutes, tied 2-2. Elby right wing to Cameron Gay. Devils run through their offense. Bland has it top of the key. Couple of dribbles, now fires it down the wing, and it's stolen away by Bledsoe. Bledsoe awkwardly dribbles down, and Elby steals it from him. Lincoln Elby in transition, middle of the floor, gets it to Reagan Tenhouse. Tenhouse to the hoop, plays it up off the glass, and in.
Nice. That's where to use your body. Reagan did a great job right there. He knew he was probably going to get fouled, and even though there was contact, the official didn't call it, but Reagan established as there was a traveling call on 24.
Jalen Allen caught the ball on a cross-court pass and took a couple of steps before he dribbled and got called for the walk. Another sub in for U City is number 12, who wasn't on my roster. I hate when that happens. So we'll try and find out that player's name as we move along here.
I'll ask Alex to ask his dad to find out who number 12 is for U City.
Alex Goff, who's taping things here tonight for QuincyJournal.com. You can go to QuincyJournal.com and click on the QJ TV icon and watch the video with the audio broadcast that Mr. Longo and I are providing here on this Thanksgiving evening. You can do that for every Blue Devil game this season. Lincoln Elby across the timeline after a foul called on U City's number 12. His first, team's fourth.
Great give and go there by Jacob Job and Lincoln Elby, but misses a shot, but it looks like they're going to get the ball back to U City. It sure looked like they knocked it out of bounds. It was a nice little give and go. Just missed the layup.
First sub for Quincy is Clayton Wyrather. He checks in for the Blue Devils. He is a 6'5 junior, and he's long and lean.
Yes, he is.
Here's Darrell Black penetrating, gets it into the offensive end, and now a dribble drive and a cross-court pass. Finds Black for a 3 that's no good. Actually, Perkins took that shot, no good, and Tenhouse has the rebound for Quincy. Blue Devils lead at 4-2. Long down court pass to Jacob Job. Ball fake and a travel on Jacob Job.
Now, I'm going to argue that call because we'll see that how many times this year. Sometimes the referees, like tonight, it looks like they're going to call that little running catch, and I thought he put the ball down before he hit it right there. Trying to get the name here for you for number 12.
Thank you, I'd appreciate that.
Renard Jones is the gentleman's name. Thanks, Alex.
Okay. Here's Perkins on a dribble drive all the way down the middle, and another charging foul on U City.
You got to like that. 3 charges in the first quarter.
The first 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Says a lot about your defense, willing to step up and take that for the team. Put your body out there and try to establish that lane. It's going to be yours, so don't drive down here. The young man that you just talked,
yes.
Wyrather, did he play last year on the?
Not on the varsity team.
I didn't think so.
Played sophomore all season long.
Yeah.
Quincy leads at 4-2, 3:38 left to go first quarter. Lincoln Elby across the timeline, right wing to Jacob Job. Wyrather sets pick for Job. They run the pick and roll. Wyrather has it, takes it to the hoop, throws it up off the glass, no good. Bland with the offensive rebound, put back, no good. Rebound was out of bounds when it was grabbed by U City, so it'll be Blue Devil ball underneath their own basket.
Well, the White Rather boy got hammered there going up for
Yeah,
his
he
shot,
did.
and then Parker Bland got hit on the rebound as well, going up for the tip in, but still be Blue Devil ball underneath the basket as Michael Dade checks in for Lincoln Elby.
And Carson Gay into the ball game for Quincy as well. Dade catches on the far corner, brings it around the three-point line, and will set up the Quincy half-court offense. Blue Devils leading 4-2. Job with it on the wing, gets it high post to Bland. Bland tries to body his way past a couple players, gets it to Job, now to Dade. Now to Bland, high post 14-footer is too strong. Goes after his own shot, gets the rebound. Along the baseline, and he stepped on the baseline trying to make a pass to Wyrather.
That's the way to follow your shot, Parker. That was nice. I thought he was going to have it, but he didn't hesitate to go after it, got the rebound, but unfortunately stepped on the line underneath his own basket.
4-2, Quincy leads it, 3:10 left to go, first quarter. With it in backcourt is Zach Bush, who's checked in for U City. He replaced Perkins. Bush in backcourt, he's used up his dribble, throws it right to Jacob Job, who will take it to the hoop and miss the right-handed dunk, but the rebound comes to Mike Dade. Now to Carson Gay, back to Dade. Three from the far corner for Dade is good.
There you go. Boy, come off that bench and hit that, Michael Dade.
So Quincy now leads it 7-2. With it in front court is Darrell Black. He gets trapped at midcourt and it's stolen away by Jacob Job. He turns and throws a blind pass right to the UCD player Bush. Bush penetrates, gets it on the wing, and Clark puts it up no good. Bush gets the rebound, puts it up, dances on the rim twice, no good. Bland has the rebound for Quincy. Outlet to Mike Dade. Here come the Devils down the near sideline. Dade crosses over, loses his dribble, gets it back in the corner. Trapped in the corner, fires it up the sideline to Bland. Bland dribbles around a couple players, has it poked away, but Wyrather comes down with it. Gets it to Dade up the sideline. Dade forgot the ball as he made his move, and it's taken away. No, Dade gets it back, but he's laying out of bounds.
Yes.
And a timeout called
That's a
by
great call
Quincy.
for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Official, for missing that.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 2:11 left to go in the first quarter.
Got a little hectic there for about a 15, 20-second advantage right there, and the Blue Devils in a situation like that just need to get it back out, give it to one of your point guards. But I like the hustle. I like the getting up and down the court. Jacob Job does a great job right now on this point of this press, and I think I saw where Matt in the newspaper. Matt Schuckman wrote about he's lanky. He's going to create some havoc up there, and he's gotten two times where he's sort of tipped the ball, and we've gotten advantage of that. So I sort of like what we're seeing right here in this first quarter so far.
2:11 left to go, first quarter. Quincy leads at 7-2. Some substitutions for both ball clubs. We'll try and pick it up here on the fly. Carson Gay will inbound for Quincy. Lincoln Elby into the game. He joins Mike Dade, Reagan Tenhouse, and Parker Bland along with Carson Gay. Elby with it in backcourt, crosses the timeline right-hand dribble. Gets a high post screen from Tenhouse. Elby gets danced to the wing, gets pushed by Perkins, and that's Perkins' second foul. And the 16th foul on U City. 6 fouls on the Lions, none on Quincy so far.
I like that.
U City does not. Now Zach Bush is going to check back in for Perkins. Perkins has 2 fouls. Bullard back into the game for U City as well. 7-2 Quincy leads. Gay inbounds to Reagan Tenhouse. Turns, pivots, and will hand off to Dade, and Dade will set up the Quincy offense middle of the floor. Dade, double high post screen, dribbles left. Gets it to Carson Gay. Gay splits 2 defenders, or tried to, and lost it. It's picked up by U City. Hit ahead pass to Black, and it's stolen away by Elby from behind. He gets it to Mike Dade. Dade behind the back dribble, splits 2 defenders, loses balance, and then a foul called on a reach.
Young man number 12, he better keep his mouth shut the way he just talked to the official. Gentleman, we didn't have his name in our book.
Renard Clark?
Yeah, Renard Jones.
Is it Jones?
Jones, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jones called for the foul. I believe he was anyway.
He walked right over with Carson Gay. When Coach Douglas wanted to talk to Carson, the young man went right over into the huddle with him. Coach Douglas laughed about it.
Mike Dade was at the free throw line and missed the front end of the 1-and-1. So 7-2 is our score, 95 seconds left to go first quarter. Bullard catches high post, and our first Quincy foul of the game, which draws the Bronx cheer from the U City sideline.
Well, we're not going to have these officials back if they're going to do that.
They're here every year on Thanksgiving night.
These guys are?
Yep. A couple gentlemen from Jerseyville, and I believe one of them is from Jacksonville. Black inbounds, top of the key, and finds Jalen Allen. Allen takes it to the corner, hounded by Carson Gay. Still has it, throws a diagonal pass almost out of bounds, but saved by Renard Jones. Jones with it out top, cross-court pass, finds Bush. Bush stops, top of the key, goes left wing to Allen for a three that's way too strong, hits nothing but glass, and Dade has the weak side rebound. Almost lost it, but shovels it to Lincoln Elby. Here come the Devils in transition, leading 7-2. Elby gets around one man, gets to 10 out. Baseline drive and lost it on the way through, but it was knocked out of bounds by U City. Quincy ball, baseline left underneath their basket.
What do you think of the pace of the game?
It's kind of ragtag right now.
Yes.
And now Mike Day lazily travels after he caught the inbounds pass. I have 6 turnovers for Quincy and 6 for U City in the first 6:54 of this ballgame.
What, 3 of those traveling?
At least.
At least 3 of them are traveling goals.
Black near sideline to Jones. Cross-court pass to Black. Cross-court pass to Jones across the timeline. Jones penetrates, floats a pass to Black. Black, one dribble, back to Jones. Now gets it to Bush for a left wing three, and he gets fouled after the shot by Carson Gay. It'll be 3 free throws for U City.
I like what Carson did right there. The shot went up, and he blocked out, but I just think he got too much body on him and knocked the young man down to the ground. He'll be going to the free throw line, Zach Bush.
That was more of a hit check than a screen out. So at the line will be Zach Bush, 6'1" sophomore, shooting 3 free throws. First one, no good.
Log out. How many times I'll say that this year? The ball will come to you if you put your body on the offensive player and keep your body between that and the rim. Oh, that's right. He's got 3.
Bush makes the second. Has one more coming.
Cameron Gay and Jacob Joe back in as Michael Dade and Cameron's brother Carson goes out.
So the third of 3 free throws coming up for Zach Bush. And he makes 1 out of 3. Parker Bland has the defensive board for Quincy. 7-3, Blue Devils lead it, 46 seconds left to go first quarter. Elby across the timeline, stops and sets up the half-court offense. Crosses over, double high post offense this time for Quincy. Elby gets a screen from Bland, keeps the dribble alive on the wing, gets 10 house top of the key. He'll drive it right down the paint, put it up off the glass. No good, a charging foul on Reagan Tenhouse.
I'd like to drive to the basket. I'm not questioning the call, but I'd like to see him, the defender facing him to take the charge and set him sideways a little bit, but still Reagan ran over him going to the basketball. I like the aggressiveness to the hoop.
Tenhouse's first foul, 3rd team foul on Quincy. Cross-court pass finds Allen. Cross-court pass finds Black across the timeline, right back to Allen just inside the timeline. U City goes diagonal pass, that's eaten up and stolen by Tenhouse. Elby has it in backcourt, and they'll hold for the final shot, will the Quincy Blue Devils. U City will have the ball to start the second quarter if there's no held ball here. Elby on a dribble drive all the way to the hoop, puts it up, got fouled, and Lincoln Elby will shoot 2 shots. With 7 seconds left in the quarter.
I think Coach Douglas wanted to run a little more time off, but as soon as Lincoln saw that lane to the basket, he knew he was going to get a shot off, and hopefully it had gone in, but he drew the foul, so he'll be shooting 2 at the free throw line.
Jaywan Allen picks up the foul for U City, his first. 9th team foul here in the first quarter for the Lions. Lincoln Elby's first free throw attempts of the year. And he misses the first. Quincy 0 for 2 from the line in the first quarter.
Blue Devils have ran 8 players in and out of the lineup here the first quarter.
Second free throw from Lincoln Elby is good.
Know your clock, boys. Keep the play in front of you.
8-3, Blue Devils lead. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Bounce pass finds Black, who turned it over on the dribble.
And that all came from the pressure of Jacob Job. Not only when the young man got past him, Jacob continued to pressure from the backside and caused the carrying of the ball. 0.8 seconds. Is there a play here?
Usually at this point. This is one thing you can work on the first 2 weeks of practice is the less than a second inbounds play. Elby's going to deflect it, throw it at the hoop, and it'll be off the side of the glass, no good. And it will be U City ball to start the second quarter. Quincy leads after the first 8 minutes, 8-3 over University City. Back in 1 minute, Blue Devil basketball on 103.9 The Fox.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here. So we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
second quarter about to begin on Thanksgiving evening. Tim Kinchler with Matt Longo, Bruce Terstege, our producer. And the Quincy Blue Devils lead after one quarter, 8-3 over University City High School down in St. Louis. It will be the Lions' ball at midcourt. Devils show no pressure on the inbounds pass, and is caught by Darrell Black, who's hounded now by Jacob Jobe. Left wing, three put up, and it's short. And will hit the top of the backboard, but stays in play, and Bland has the rebound, who hands it off to Lincoln Elby. Elby across the timeline on the run, gets it to Reagan Tenhouse, top of the key. Tenhouse wanted to go underneath, goes high post to Parker Bland, turns, faces, hits the cutting Lincoln Elby, and the layup will drop down.
That was beautiful. That was a well-run play by the Blue Devils.
Almost like an option play in football. Bland at the top of the key just waited for the cutting halfback and hit Lincoln Elby for the layup. Elby has 3 points. Devils lead at 10-3. Black with it at midcourt. Hounded by Elby and Jobe. Now left alone for a three. It's put up and in from right wing by Jalen Allen. Allen has a three, and it's a 10-6 Quincy lead. Jobe quickly catches far corner, fires the shot. It's off the front of the rim, no good. And Allen has the rebound for U-City and takes off in transition. Jalen Allen, right-hand dribble across the timeline. Tried to penetrate. Now shoots a jumper, and it's short. Rebound, Lincoln Elby for Quincy. He wanted to throw an outlet pass, but he threw it right to the U-City player. Jones will take it to the hoop. Got fouled, no call, and the rebound belongs to Reagan Tenhouse. Now Elby will slow things down in backcourt. 10-6 Quincy leads early second quarter. Elby across the timeline, behind the back dribble to slow things down and set up the offense. Dribble across to the left wing. Lincoln Elby will now go bounce pass to Reagan Tenhouse, top of the key. Tenhouse, left-hand shovel pass to Bland. Baseline jumper is short, partially blocked by Bullard, and then Bland fouls, hustling after the rebound.
Yeah, a little short on his jump shot, sort of pulled his hand back, and then unfortunately he went after the rebound and made too much contact.
Black will check out, and checking in for U-City is Orlandis Mayo, 5'9" junior. Orlandis Mayo and Martavius Mayo on the U-City Ball Club. Mayo, Martavius that is, has 2 fouls. He's on the bench. With it in backcourt is Jones. Devils in a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Jones with it, splits 2 defenders, keeps the left-hand dribble alive, gets to Allen, who pumps another three at the basket, no good. Air ball, rebound, shot put up, no good, and now Jobe has the rebound for Quincy. With it is Elby in transition. Gets it to Tenhouse. Tenhouse, ball fake, penetrate, get to the hoop, put it up and in with a jackknife move.
Yes, that was good body control by Reagan Tenhouse.
4 points for Tenhouse. Quincy leads it 12-6, 2 minutes into the second quarter. Cross-court pass finds Bush. Bush across the timeline, double team. Splits 2 defenders, gets it to Bullard. Bullard goes up over Bland, misses the shot, but a foul called on Parker Bland, his second.
Yeah, I think Parker got underneath him just a little too much on that shot because the referee called pushing, but I think it's just more of an undercut than it was anything else.
Second foul on Parker Bland, 15th foul on Quincy, so Wyrather will check in after Mr. Bullard's first free throw. Marvin Bullard, no points in the game as of yet. And his free throw attempt is no good. U-City 1 out of 4 from the line so far.
Thank you very much.
Bland out, Wyrather in. Elby, Tenhouse, Cameron Gay into the lineup for Quincy, along with Jacob Jobe. Marvin Bullard's second free throw in the air. And it's good. 12-7, Quincy leads. And some pressure in backcourt from University City. Jobe catches, goes behind the back, hasn't crossed the timeline yet, will do so on the left-hand dribble. Stops, will get it to Cameron Gay. Gay throws it right to the defender Bush, who takes it the other way, puts up the layup and misses it. And Cameron Gay has the rebound for Quincy and then gets fouled as he tried to come up court. Bush had the steal, went up for a layup and threw it up way too hard.
I can think of about 4 fouls already on the offensive player after they missed the shot. And, I mean, you're just not going to get away with that too often at this level because that's what the referees are looking for. And you may not necessarily foul, but the attempt of going after the ball, most of the times that referee's going to call that on you.
There's some aggressive defense being played by both teams, and they're letting them play right now, talking about the 3 officials. So 1 in bonus for Cameron Gay, and his twin brother Carson is checked in for Quincy as well. Cameron Gay, couple of dribbles, shoots it and misses it. And the rebound, Jalen Allen for U-City. Quickly down the other way, Allen tried to go up with a shot, couldn't get it off, but U-City gets the ball back, and a 3 from the top of the key is wide right, and the rebound belongs to Lincoln Elby underneath the basket for Quincy. Elby beats 2 defenders, has it middle of the floor, gets it to Carson Gay. He rises for a wing 3 and hits it.
I think that's what Carson's going to bring to you, that outside shot right there.
15-7, Blue Devils lead it. 5:06 left to go, second quarter. Allen catches the floating pass just outside the timeline. Now gets it to the penetrating U City Lion, who gets called for the charge. As Wyrather threw the charge that time.
He stood right there and held his ground. He didn't budge or nothing, and he ran right over. That's four charging calls for us.
Orlando's Mayo. Yep.
Yes.
Orlando's Mayo called for the charging foul, his first, team's 10th, but it's a player control foul. As now Lincoln Elby is being jawed at by Renard Jones. Elby catches and blows right past Jones, now slows down to set up the offense. Elby with a left-hand dribble across the timeline, stops center of the floor and holds up one finger. Elby started left, goes back right, middle of the floor, still keeps his dribble alive, and a 5-second call.
Good call.
On Lincoln Elby. Had defensive pressure.
Yeah, I know Andy's arguing about that, but I'd have to agree with the official on that call. He wasn't making any progress to the basket, and you've got to do that to break that count from the official.
My only question would be, was it the same defender on all 5 of those seconds?
That's a good point.
Here's Jones across the timeline. Quincy leading 15-7. 4:38 left to go first half. Jones has it middle of the floor, right wing. He gets it to Orlandis Mayo. He dribbles into traffic, gets it back outside to Jones. Jones back to Allen. Allen top of the key. Ball fake, penetrates, shovels it. 3 put up from the far corner is no good. And Reagan Tenhouse has the weak side rebound for Quincy. Hugh Torrey, who's checked in for U City, has attempted a couple of threes and missed them both. Elby with it, top of the key, double high post offense for Quincy. Now Carson Gay catches far wing, fires another 3. It's off the rim, no good. Long rebound is taken away by Reagan Tenhouse. Tenhouse, cross-court pass to Gay. He'll drive it to the hoop, rides over Bullard, shoot, miss. Rebound tipped up by Carson Gay, no good, out of bounds, off of who?
It had to be Quincy. He's saying white ball.
And they're going to say off U City, and it will belong to Quincy, baseline left of the basket.
I like the way Carson Gay gets after those rebounds.
15-7, Quincy leads. Midway through the second quarter, what do we have now? Offensive foul called on the Blue Devils.
On Wyrather, I think.
Moving screen.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Wyrather called for the foul, his first, team 6th.
You know, sometimes if you don't exactly see it, you can just watch the kid's reaction and figure out who the foul's going to be on. Just the way that he shrugged his shoulders and walked away, you almost knew it was going to be on him.
Martavius Mayo checks back in with his 2 fouls. It's Martavius Mayo, Jamar Perkins, who's checked back in. Hugh Torrey, Orlandis Mayo, and Marvin Bullard. Wyrather goes over the top and gets a deflection, and it's taken away by Lincoln Elby. Elby dribbles through traffic. Down court pass finds Cameron Gay. He'll rise for an angle 3, and it's an air ball. Rebound taken down by U City. With it now is Perkins in transition. Hit ahead pass is too far, and it's out of bounds to Quincy.
Yeah, I think Carson just sold himself a little short. He had the wide open shot, and he wasn't sure, well, I missed it last time. Do I do it again? And got a timeout here by U City.
And it's a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. Quincy leads U City 15-7. Blue Devil basketball, 103.9 the Fox.
It's coming to Quincy, and it's a game changer. Fiber is the fastest technology available, and Adams is bringing fiber to the home. Nothing else compares to fiber, and Adams will be connecting Quincy neighborhoods to this lightning-fast internet and telephone service with no gimmick pricing and local service. Find out how your neighborhood can become a fiberhood. Just take the quick survey at followthefiber.net. Adams, the better and now faster way to connect.
.340 left to go first half. Quincy leading University City 15-7. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Lincoln Elby will walk it up the middle of the floor for the Blue Devils. Reagan Tenhouse, Clayton Wyrather, Mike Dade into the ballgame for Quincy, and Carson Gay, the 5th player for the Blue Devils. Elby went to throw a pass, saw it was going to be deflected, so he tried to hang on to it and knocked it out of bounds. Another turnover for Quincy. I have Quincy for 9 turnovers and U City with 10.
Now you got a different little 1-2-2 press. You got the Carson Gay at the front of the lineup here.
Here's a dribble drive through a couple of defenders and then a hacking foul called on Carson Gay. As trying to dribble through traffic that time was Renard Jones, and the foul bailed him out.
I would venture to say right now, this is his quick lineup. He's got Michael Dade. He's got Lincoln Elby. He's got Carson Gay. Well, you got Jacob Job coming back in here.
Well,
but you got Reagan Tenhouse, who's got some really good speed, and you got the big kid Clayton Wyrather out there, who probably can get up and down the court, but not as quick as the other four that he has out there.
Carson Gay just picked up his third personal for Quincy, 17th foul, 1 in bonus for Renard Jones, and his knuckleball is off the side of the rim, no good, and Wyrather chases down the rebound. Lincoln Elby has it for Quincy. On the wing to Jacob Job, and a foul called.
This kid's going to get a technical.
And he does.
He saw that coming. He's going to get another one here.
Renard Jones picked up the personal, then got the technical. He tried to challenge the catch by Jacob Job on the wing, 30 feet from the basket. And when he got called for the bump, he reacted by throwing his hands up and taking his jersey out of his shorts, and the official didn't like that. And
he's going to get another one here. You bet me.
He gets a talking to from the one official.
Yeah, well, he untucked his shirt. He went over and asked him to tuck it in, and he sort of, I'll be honest with you, he disrespected him.
Jacob Job misses the first technical free throw.
Here he comes. He's going to give him one.
Second free throw by Job. Misses the second one. Quincy is now 1 out of 6 from the line. Job misses the two-shot, actually. He misses the two-shot free throw, and now Lincoln Elby will shoot the technical free throw. So Jones picked up the personal on the play, then the technical, as Lincoln Elby misses the free throw.
Oh, boys, we got to make these.
So Jones now has 3 fouls, and he'll come to the sideline and untuck his jersey again. You must watch a lot of Milwaukee Brewer baseball. That's what the Brewers do after a victory. And Elby makes the final free throw. So the Blue Devils go 1 out of 4 on the 4 free throw attempts, and now Quincy will get the ball after the technical foul. So 16-7, Quincy leads, but the Blue Devils are now 2 out of 8 from the free throw line. Dade has it backcourt. His awkward bounce pass finds Elby, who will rise top to keep 3, and it's too strong. Rebound Wyrather for Quincy, gets it back to Elby. Elby hesitates, drives, kicks it to Job on right wing. Job penetrates, kicks it back to Elby, middle of the floor. High post offense from Quincy. Wyrather sets a screen for Elby. Elby penetrates, kicks to Job. Job dribbles around his defender, stops, middle of the floor to Dade. Dade will get a screen from Tenhouse, goes opposite, takes it to the hoop. Reverse layup is up and in.
He protected that ball like a running back going through a line, and then curled it a little over top of the head, and a nice roll for Michael Dade there to increase the lead to 18-7.
Biggest lead of the game for Quincy, and now Jacob Job called for a foul. It will be the 1 in bonus for U City, and for Job, that's his first personal. 8th team foul on the Blue Devils. Quincy leads at 18-7 with 2:31 left to go in this first half, which has not been the prettiest high school basketball we'll see this season.
No, it hasn't, but you know what? It's the first game of a new system with a new coach, and you don't expect everything to be perfect.
I wasn't referring to just Quincy. And here's the free throw good by Bush. He's now 2 out of 4 from the line tonight. And Bush will get another. Doesn't even dribble. Fires and hits. 3 out of 5 is Zach Bush. And it's an 18-9 Quincy lead. Now Job, 2-on-1. Shovels it past the Wyrather. Takes it straight to the hole and gets fouled from behind by Jalen Allen. Or excuse me, Orlandis Mayo.
He tried to go for the block, but he just got enough with the wrist.
I thought it was a pretty clean block, to be honest with you. Not that I would ever lie to you, but
if I had a technical go on me and disrespect the referee, I wouldn't be sitting at the end of the bench with my uniform up over my head like that.
Wyrather misses the free throw. It's become an epidemic for Quincy.
Yes, it has.
As it usually does. Once the struggles start, they seem to spread team-wide. Wyrather's second free throw is in the air.
Nope.
And too flat. No good. Rebound belongs to Bullard for U City.
And a steal by Jacob Job. Just good pressure by Jacob. A pass to Michael Dade, who goes in for a layup, and almost gets the roll.
No good. And then a foul on Job, pressuring the rebound.
Again, how many times have we seen that at their 70 feet from the basket? You can't reach in like that. Just keep the play in front of you. That's a silly foul for us to give up right there.
Ninth team foul, second on Jacob Job. So it'll be the one in bonus at the other end for Jalen Allen. 18-9 our score, 2:17 left to go first half. Cameron Gay will check in for Job, I would imagine. Allen's free throw is wide right. Rebound belongs to Mike Dade for Quincy. Head of the pack is Job, goes up and gets his shot blocked by Marvin Bullard. And then Allen fouled by Dade on a hold, and it'll be the double bonus for U City.
As we talk about free throws here, one thing to remember as Eric Stratman just texted me, and it doesn't seem like much, but if there's a tie at the end of these 3 games, it goes to free throw percentage. And right now, both these teams wouldn't be in the running for it as of their first game right now.
Jalen Allen right back at the line, shooting the double bonus. He missed his last free throw, and he misses this one short. I didn't pay close enough attention to the first game to see who shot free throws well. First game wasn't exactly pretty easy.
No.
Pretty either, I tried to say. Urbana defeating Milwaukee Bayview 57-49. Allen's second free throw. Good. Allen's 1 out of 3. And we're inching our way on the scoreboard. It's 18-10. Quincy leads, but U City has scored the last 3 points of the game. LB backs up to set up the half-court offense. Right wing to Mike Dade. Dade, top of key to Rather, swings it left wing to Gay. Cameron Gay with it. Top of the key, Lincoln Elby. Ball fake, penetrate, kicks it back Cameron Gay. Now to Elby, middle of the floor, and he'll back up and reset the offense. High post screen from Rather. Elby dances around it, gets the 10-ounce high post. He'll drive through the lane. Left-hand layup is up, and it rolls off. Rather has the offensive rebound. Battling with Bullard. It's knocked away and stolen by Torrey for U City. He has it stolen by Dade, but then Torrey recovers. It's loose. It's a jump ball to belong to Quincy. 12th turnover of the game on U City. Quincy has 9. It's Quincy's ball, and nobody realizes it on the floor except for the officials.
A lot of confusion right now these last couple minutes.
Elby takes the inbounds pass, and he'll try and bring it up floor under pressure from Orlandis Mayo. Elby with a bounce pass right wing to Dade. Dade gets a screen from Rather, an illegal screen called on Rather. His second illegal screen of the game.
Yes, it is. A little inexperience right there. I'll say this in a nice way. It's another whole level from the JV to the varsity, or sophomore to the varsity. It's a big jump. And things that you might get away at a lower level game, you're not going to get away with that up at the higher levels.
Cross-court pass finds the U City player, Mayo. Now Allen tries to split 2 defenders, and he traveled with it.
Yeah, he did. He had at least 2 feet when he took off, but that hit the ground before he even thought about putting the ball down for a dribble.
Lots of turnovers, lots of missed free throws, and lots of me stumbling trying to speak. 18-10, Quincy leads. Elby almost beats his defender, now backs up and sets up the offense for Quincy. Trying to defeat Orlandis Mayo. High post pass to Reagan Tenhouse. He shovels it down to Rather. Rather turns on Bullard, splits 2 defenders, gets it to Tenhouse. 16-footer on the way, rims out. Rebound belongs to U City. Foul on Rather is his 3rd.
Yeah, his momentum. He went up for a rebound, but his momentum was strictly going right into that guy. And there's no, you had to call that. That was pretty obvious right there.
By my count, we have about 23 fouls in the game, about 22 turnovers, and 28 points.
What's our free throws? What have we done?
Hold on just a second here. As the free throw is put up and in by Orlandis Mayo, his first basket, or first point of the game, I should say. Quincy is 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 8, 2 out of 10. Orlandis Mayo makes both of his free throw attempts. And after Quincy led it 18-7, it's now the Blue Devils leading 18-12 with 47 seconds left to go first half. Elby cut off by Jalen Allen. Elby backs up to reset the offense. High post Tenhouse turns, finds himself open in the lane, went up and got fouled as it looked like he was either going to shoot or pass. And it'll be the 2-shot double bonus regardless. Elliot Brittle has checked in for Quincy as Rather has 3 fouls, as does Carson Gay for Quincy. Bernard Jones has 3 fouls for U City. Reagan Tenhouse will shoot 2 free throws. See if he can do something about this ugliness from the free throw line for Quincy. He does. Hit the front of the rim and spun home. 3 out of 11, Quincy from the stripe in the first half. It's Brittle, Dade, Tenhouse, Elby, and Cameron Gay on the floor for Quincy. Tenhouse second free throw is good. Stop the game, give him the game ball. Tenhouse has 6 points. Quincy leads at 20-12. With it across the timeline is Darryl Black, who's checked back in for the Lions. He gets it to Powell. Powell on a dribble drive, goes all the way to the basket, lays it up, and a blocking foul as they're going to call it on
Parker.
Elliot Brillo.
No, Elliot, you're right.
Basket good by Allen. And I think that was a case where Brittle was right underneath the basket, Matt. It was solid contact, but you just can't stand right underneath the basket and expect to get that call.
That was a good call. I mean, I like the way that he stood there and took it, but I think you explained it as best you can. You can't just stand underneath that basket like that and get that call.
So the basket by Jalen Allen. Now the free throw is good as well. So Allen now has 7 points to lead U City, and the Lions only trail by 5 now, 20-15, with 20 seconds left to go first half. Elby gets a screen from Tenhouse. Far sideline guarded by Bullard, and they're going to say Elby stepped on the sideline. Lions ball. 10 turnovers now on Quincy. And Perkins is going to check in for the Lions. He's going to replace Hugh Torrey. So after Quincy led at 18-7, it's been an 8-2 run here to close out the half by U City, and the Lions have the ball for possibly the final possession of this half. Right wing, it's Arlandis Mayo. Further on the wing to Perkins. Back up the sideline to Mayo. Now to Darryl Black, and he throws the ball out of bounds. It's saved by Mayo to Perkins. He will rise for a right wing three, and it's too strong, and Brittle gets the rebound for Quincy, and that'll do it. First half is over, and Quincy leads University City by the score of 20-15. Back in 2 minutes, Blue Devil basketball, 103.9 The Fox.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
When Amy's brother passed away, her family went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
It's not about, the death of the family member. It's about celebrating a life. They're very family oriented as well. They're, traditional, and they want to make you feel like, you're almost, part of the family. And that's what we really liked. If I had to sum up Hanson Spear in a word, it would be compassionate and loyal. It would be like family.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
Go home and eat a cold turkey sandwich. And you?
Considering I had steak for dinner, I don't think turkey is in my future. Darryl Black has it to start the second half for U City. Bounce pass near corner finds Martavius Mayo. Cross court now to Perkins. Perkins over the top of the Quincy zone to Black. Diagonal pass finds Keandre Bledsoe. Here's a deep three put up and in by Perkins. Jamar Perkins' first hoop of the game is a three, and just like that, it's 20-18. Quincy leads by 2. It was an 18-7 Blue Devil lead late in the second quarter. LB finds Jacob Job, who whips it mid-post to Bland. He tried to get it to Tenhouse. Tenhouse wasn't expecting it. Now Bland gets it back to Tenhouse. Reverse layup is up and in, and he got fouled by Bledsoe.
That's the way, Reagan. He stayed with that ball the whole time, got himself a nice, easy bucket, and drew the foul with it. I mean, a little spin from a little reverse layup, but still went in.
Bullard picks up the foul. I said Bledsoe. I could have sworn that was Bledsoe, but they called it on Bullard. Bledsoe comes out of the game. Bullard has 2 personal fouls. And Tenhouse will try and complete the 3-point play. Reagan Tenhouse eyes it, shoots it, and misses it. 4 out of 13, Quincy from the charity stripe. 22-18, Quincy leads. Trying to dribble through traffic was Mayo. And now it's Allen with it. Allen, bounce pass in the corner to Black. His shot is in the air. It's short, and the long rebound comes to Parker Bland in the corner. Bland gets it to Job, who will get it to Lincoln Elby, and Elby will take it down the middle of the floor in transition. Gets around Darrell Black and sets up the half-court offense. Quincy leading 22-18, 1 minute into the third quarter. Elby fades to left wing, pitches it to Cameron Gay. Gay uses a screen from Parker Bland. Wide open in the lane is Tenhouse. He dribbles out of the lane to the top of the key, left wing to Lincoln Elby. Elby pitches it along the baseline to Bland. Baseline jumper is up and in.
Nice shot. Nice and smooth. He can give you that inside-outside game as U City comes very quickly down. It looks like Carson Gay with a foul with a little shoulder bump.
Cameron Gay picks up his first foul of the second half for Quincy.
Cameron, I'll get him apart.
Well, thankfully, Carson has tinted his hair a little bit, so that helps. Plus, I was talking to Andy Douglas before the game. It looks like Carson has eaten a little more and gained a little more bulk than Cameron has. Here's Perkins with another 3. It's from the corner. It's no good, but Bullard has the rebound, and then his outlet pass was deflected. It's loose, and, a nickel dimer called on Reagan Tenhouse fighting for a loose ball.
I've seen a lot worse, Reagan. I see the eyes roll, but I have to agree with you. I've seen a lot worse not called out there tonight.
Second foul on Tenhouse, second team foul on Quincy. Darrell Black will inbound along the baseline for U City. He gets it into Perkins. Perkins, one dribble, will launch another 3, and it's way too strong, and Bland has the weak side rebound. Down court, Jacob Job left alone. He'll take it to the hoop and lay it in. Job, who missed a dunk in the first half, just went with a layup that time. He now has 4 points, and Quincy has an 8-point lead at 26-18. 6:10 left to go, third quarter. Martavius Mayo splits 2 Quincy defenders, and a nickel dimer called again on the Quincy defense. And Cameron Gay's looking at the official like, what? But they called it on Jacob Job. That's Job's third.
Well, if Andy knows that, nobody's talking to him, Coach Douglas. Scores table even let him know. Don't want him to get his 4th early here.
U City inbounding in front of their own bench, finds Martavius Mayo. May have gotten away with a travel, takes it to the right wing. Now pulls up, shoots over 2 defenders, and it rolls off. Rebound tipped and controlled by Tenhouse for Quincy. Tenhouse battling Darrell Black, and Tenhouse won the battle. Elby with it, starts towards the sideline, crosses over middle of the floor. Left wing now to Jacob Job. His pass is deflected out of bounds over the baseline. It'll be Quincy ball. Job trying to get it to Bland along the baseline. Quincy's ball, baseline right of their basket, and Bland will inbound it. And Carson Gay will check in for Quincy. He'll replace Jacob Job.
I was going to say, you got to get him out of there. You don't want him to pick up a 4th.
5:48 left to go, third quarter. Quincy leads 26-18. Here's a lazy inbounds pass. It's knocked out of bounds by U City. Quincy ball far sideline right in front of John Wood president Mike Elby.
Yeah, he's coached a few basketball games in his life.
Gonna miss the old Cheryl Hanks stomp on the sideline. Lincoln Elby catches in the backcourt. And we'll bring it across the timeline. Left wing pass to Cameron Gay. Gay gets a screen from Parker Bland. Gay pulls up top of the key, 17-footer, and hits it.
Nice.
Cameron Gay's first basket of the game, and Quincy has a 10-point lead again at 28-18.
Well, they cut it to 2, and Quincy's going on, what, a 8-0 run?
Here's a foul on Carson Gay. As out of control along the far sideline was Darrell Black, and Carson Gay got in his way, and that's 14 fouls already on Quincy here in the second half, and Carson Gay has 4 personals. And Mike Dade will replace Carson Gay.
I see what you're saying about the hair. I have to remember that. I had twins for 4 years on a soccer team and still had trouble telling them apart at the ceremony or banquet this year.
With it, top of the key is Martavius Mayo. Gets it on the wing to Jalen Allen. Left wing Allen. Pulls up inside the arc, shoots an 18-footer, and banks it in. I'm not sure he wanted to, but he did. kind of looked at his coach and smiled.
From that angle, yes, I would smile too.
Jalen Allen has 9 points to lead U City. 28-20 Quincy leads. Dade catches right sideline. Being hounded by the defender, goes top of the key, Parker Bland. One dribble inside the arc, shoots, and his shot is deflected. The ball's loose. It will go out of bounds off a leg, and it will belong to U City. Parker Bland caught the ball at the top of the key, saw he had some space, so he took one dribble and rose for a 17-footer, and Bullard came out and challenged it and got a piece of it.
Got a good piece of it.
Here's Allen on a dribble drive, rises along the baseline, shoots, misses. Rebound Mike Dade for Quincy. Takes off middle of the floor, Mike Dade in transition. Bounce pass to Elby, puts it up, got fouled on the layup attempt.
And he knew it. Lincoln knew it was coming, and he used his body, shielded it, and drew the foul. I don't know what the young man's upset about. He hammered him.
I don't think the young man who fouled him, well, maybe it was.
Perkins?
Jamar Perkins picked up his third foul. Maybe that's what he's upset about.
That might be. But he fouled.
And Lincoln Elby's at the line to shoot 2 shots. He's 2 out of 4 from the line tonight. Free throw is no good.
I got a feeling at the shoot around tomorrow they may shoot some free throws. I'm just taking a wild shot right there that's one thing they might do.
Elby bends, fires, and hits. Lincoln Elby now 3 out of 6 from the line in the game. And Quincy leads at 29-20. 4:40 left to go, third quarter. Allen catches on the wing, middle of the floor, back to Black. Now back to Allen. He'll rise for a 3 on the wing, and it's too strong, and Bland has the rebound for Quincy. Gets it to Mike Dade, far sideline. Further down the sideline, Cameron Gay. Gay will bring it middle of the floor to Bland. Bland, one dribble, right back to Gay, left wing. Now middle of the floor, Lincoln Elby, who catches, shields from the defender, now takes off on a dribble drive, gets to the hoop, lays it up and in.
Good aggressive move to the basket.
Elby with 7 points, and Quincy has their biggest lead of the game again at 31-20, and a turnover by U City.
Yeah, I was looking down. What happened there?
I did not see. I don't know if the ball was thrown out of bounds. Oh, it was an illegal inbounds back after the made basket.
Oh, so probably stepped over the line or something.
So it'll be Quincy ball, baseline right of their hoop. Quincy scores here. They'll have their biggest lead of the game. It was 20-15 Quincy at the half. U City hit a 3 to start the second half to make it 20-18. So it's now an 11-2 run by the Blue Devils. Bland catches top of the key. Dribbles towards left wing, gets it to Lincoln Elby. Left open for a 3, doesn't pull the trigger, and resets the offense. Right wing, Mike Dade. He takes off on a dribble drive. Rises from the block, shoots a rainbow, no good, and Bullard has the rebound. He pitches it blindly down court. Getting it is Perkins. To the hoop, Perkins lays it up and in.
Strong move to the basket by Mr. Perkins.
Jamar Perkins with 5 points, all in this quarter. And Lincoln Elby slows things down across the timeline. Gets a pass to Cameron Gay, who goes left wing, Reagan Tenhouse. Tenhouse on a dribble drive along the baseline. Kicks it in the corner. Wide open 3, Mike Dade. Boom. Mike Dade has 2 threes in the ballgame, 8 points. And it's Quincy's biggest lead of the game as Lincoln Elby deflects a pass out of bounds. And it's 34-22 Quincy leading. And Elby had some expression on his face when he deflected that ball out of bounds. 34-22 Quincy leads, their biggest lead. With 3:34 left to go, third quarter. Mayo will inbound for U City. No pressure from Quincy. Black takes it unimpeded. Takes it middle of the floor, now goes right wing. Darrell Black stops, goes high post to Bullard. His 15-footer on the way, rattles in. Marvin Bullard's first field goal of the game. He has 3 points. Full court pressure from U City. Elby catches, and now Tenhouse will try and set a screen for Elby, but Elby goes opposite. Gets it across the timeline, left-hand dribble. Spins back towards left wing. Keeps his dribble alive, gets it to the middle of the floor to call out the offensive set. Right wing pass to Mike Dade. Dade, ball above his head, goes back middle of the floor to Elby. Elby tries to drive left, gets around a defender. Stops, pirouettes, backs up. Now takes off again. Stops, thinks about a shot, gets it to Gay. Cameron Gay dribbles around the perimeter, gets it to Elby. Elby dribble drive right down the middle, kicks it in the corner to Dade. 3 on the way, Mike Dade. Bingo! Mike Dade with 2 threes in the third quarter from almost the exact same spot. 37-24 Quincy leads.
Get it to the hot hand.
Here's Perkins on a dribble drive, gets around Dade, gets in the air around Bland and puts it in off the glass, and a timeout called by U City. Perkins getting aggressive here in the third quarter. He has 7 points all in the quarter. And we'll see if it's a 30 or a 60 called by U City. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Sort of like the offensive run that the Blue Devils went through there. A little more organized this half, you know, with the jitters being gone, driving to the basket, pushing that ball to the outside with Michael Dade hitting a couple threes. You got that out of your system. You're starting to see some offensive strategy as far as the plays and the setness compared to where there was in the first half?
Well, I think, Matt, at this point for Quincy, it's less dribbling and more throwing the ball ahead.
Yeah. There's a big difference between that. So it's just be patient, people, I guess is what I'm saying. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a series of games and a series of mistakes as well as set plays that they're going to get them where they need to be.
Trial by error.
There you go.
Tenhouse will inbound for Quincy, gets it to Elby. He's working on Perkins. Elby, a run and jump by U City. Elby patiently passes it over top the Day, gets the high post. Tenhouse shovels it to Bland. His block jumper is down off the rim twice, no good. And Perkins has to rebound for U City. Jamar Perkins in transition, throws up a floater over Bland. He scores, but a charging foul.
And Parker stayed there as long as he could, slowly helping him up. Basket will not count.
Yeah. I think it should.
I do too, because the ball was well out of his hands.
Yep.
It was almost in the bucket by the time that he came down on it.
Yep.
I think I would have counted it, but I don't know if they can do that anymore, can they?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I would have counted
You just never see it.
Yeah, I would have counted that basket. That was pretty obvious.
Perkins has his fourth personal foul to add insult to injury. So he has to come out of the game just as he was getting hot. So 4 fouls on Perkins, 3 on U City. Elby getting away from pressure, gets it to Tenhouse, middle of the floor. Out of control, Reagan Tenhouse takes it to the hoop. Wild layup, no good. Allen has the rebound for U City. Allen's down court pass, finds a new player for the Lions. That's 22, Zacchaeus Griffin. Here's a dribble drive by Black. Stops in the paint, gets to Allen. Ball fake, and he traveled with it.
Yes, he did. He should have taken a shot. He had a wide open 3.
Zacchaeus Griffin into the ballgame for the first time here in the second half for U City. And as much as Jalen Allen was pumping up threes before, I'm surprised he hesitated there and then drove and got called for the walk. As Wyrather checks in for Quincy, replacing Parker Bland. Tenhouse throws it away, possibly no. Elby recovers and takes off on the run. Elby behind the back dribble to slow things down, and he'll reset the offense if U City will allow him. But they leave Dade open on the wing. He fires and misses a 3. Wyrather with the offensive putback and score.
Very, very good, Clayton.
Wyrather's first varsity basket is a Blue Devil. 39-26 Quincy leads. 93 seconds left to go, third quarter. With it for U City is Renard Jones, who's checked back into the Lion lineup. He gets it to Black, middle of the floor. Right wing now. Travel by U City. As once again the player shuffled his feet before he dribbled and got called for the walk.
Yes, he did.
Griffin that time called for the walk. A couple more subs in for U City. As Bledsoe checks back in for the Lions. And so does Zach Bush for U City. Here's Elby on a dribble drive. High post pass to Reagan Tenhouse between the circles. Gets to Wyrather high post at the free throw line. Wyrather gets to Elby. Deep 3 right wing. Bingo.
Running away here because we're being very good on offensive sets. And when the basket goes in, the ball goes in the hoop. It makes a big difference.
Here's a steal by Lincoln Elby on a cross-court pass. Elby will take off the other way. Go up with a layup and score.
It had been counted anyway because it had been goaltending.
44-26, biggest lead of the game for Quincy is at 18. And this is a 24-8 run for the Blue Devils here in the third quarter. With it on the wing is Jones. Middle of the floor now, he finds Bush. Right back to Jones on the wing. Jones will dribble between 2 defenders, rise in the mid-paint, shoot and score. First basket of the game for Renard Jones. And it's a 44-28 Quincy lead. 20 seconds left to go, third quarter. Elby stops short of the timeline, gets it to Dade. Mid-paint pass to Tenhouse. He gets it to Dade. Dade fouled on the layup attempt. No foul called, and it's a rebound to U City, and it's Jones in transition. Floats a pass that Tenhouse tried to go for the ball and caught too much of the player and gets called for the foul.
Yeah. You got it right to go for the ball, but as soon as you hit arms and knock a guy off his feet, you almost got to call that one too.
Tenhouse's third personal. And Bland will check back in for Reagan Tenhouse. 8.5 seconds left to go, third quarter. Quincy leads 44-28. Left alone, Jones on the inbound. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Gets the putback, and what do we have? We're going to have a foul on Quincy on the putback attempt. And they're going to call it on Wyrather, his fourth.
And you shoot on a controlled tip, right?
Yep. Lincoln Elby, I believe, thought the foul was on U City before, so on the inbounds, he was at midcourt thinking it was an offensive set, so it was kind of a 5-on-4 on the inbounds play as Jones makes the free throw attempt. He's now 1 out of 2 from the line. Job checks back in for Wyrather, so Job has 3 fouls, replacing Wyrather, who has 4. Quincy has 16 fouls here in the second half. Jones' second free throw, no good. And Bland has the rebound for Quincy. His pass finds Elby. 3-on-1 for the Blue Devils. Cross court to Gay. Cameron Gay shoots and scores at the buzzer.
Count it.
Cameron Gay with 4 points in the third quarter. We've played 24 minutes. Quincy leads U City 46-29. Back for the fourth quarter in 1 minute here on 103.9 The Fox.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Steve Brings Gym City for.
Your State Farm agent, Charles Schultz, can help get you to a better state. From cost to coverage, Charles can develop a plan just for you.
This is Charles Schultz. Call me at 224-6665 or drop by my office next to County Market at 48th and Broadway, and together we'll review your insurance needs.
Fourth and final quarter of opening night of the 44th annual Quincy Thanksgiving Tournament. Quincy ball to start the fourth quarter. Blue Devils leading U City, University City out of St. Louis, 46-29.
Good third quarter.
You think a 26-point quarter is good, do you? I have to agree. Lincoln Elby, high post, Jacob Job gets around his defender, rises from 15 feet, and it's short. Gets his own rebound and then had it stolen away, and a foul on Job, preventing the outlet break.
Yeah, they would have got a definite 2 points, but they're going to they'll be shooting now, won't they?
Yep, 1 in bonus.
One in bonus.
Job's fourth personal. Job has 4 fouls. Carson Gay has 4 fouls. Clayton Wyrather has 4 fouls. U City wanted a sub to come in, but it's a 1 in bonus, so he can't come in until after the first free throw attempt.
I think he's going for the shooter, too.
Rontrell Gentry will make his first appearance at the ballgame. And what do you know? First game of the season and the Spear family being talked to about yelling at the officials.
No way.
I know. It's just impossible to believe.
Was it father or son?
I'm not sure.
Both. And Mama's sitting behind them, too. At least 2 rows back.
Free throw in the air is missed. And now over the back was the player Zach Bush for U City.
Only their 4th.
I forgot the. Oh, okay. That was Bledsoe that was shooting, wasn't it?
Yes.
Zach Bush called for the foul, his second. And as Mr. Longo mentioned, 4th team foul on U City.
The U City guys don't quite understand the substitution pattern as far as you have to wait for the buzzer to go.
Inbounds pass comes to Dade. His down-court pass finds Gay. Behind the back pass to Bland, who catches, shoots the fadeaway off the glass. No good. Job has the offensive rebound. His putback is good.
That'd been pretty if it went in on the first pass, but obviously it ended up going into the basket. But smart, aggressive play.
Biggest lead of the game for Quincy at 48-29. Diagonal pass finds Perkins here in the near corner. Perkins working on Dade. Pushes off, hops, skips, fires the deep 3, and it's off the rim, no good. Weak side rebound, Lincoln Elby for Quincy. And Elby will walk it up the middle of the floor.
We do not need to score. This is a perfect time to really make 4 or 5 passes, get into a pattern as far as what you have to learn down the road. Double high pick.
Here's Gay firing a 3, missing, and the rebound comes to Bush for U City. Zach Bush in transition, double dribble.
Yes, he did, right off his hip. Held the ball.
6:57 left to go in the game. Hugh Torrey will check in for U City. He'll replace Zach Bush, who just double dribbled. He had a good defensive rebound, did Mr. Bush. Then he tried to bring the ball up floor, and it got stuck on his left hip. I hate when that happens.
I never had that problem.
Here's Lincoln Elby. I can't think of a retort right now.
I knew it would catch you off guard.
Here's Bland, who will, they call a
Well,
foul, or call traveling on Lincoln Elby on the pass.
Well, and Andy went down into that little squatting position like, I can't believe you called that. Well, yeah, he got fouled is why he traveled. He sort of got clipped from behind, and he had to take that extra step to get his balance.
Here's U-City on the offensive end. Jones fires it cross court to Perkins. Perkins dribble drive a lot out of control, but it somehow finds Gentry. His shot in the paint's no good, and Job has the board in traffic for Quincy. Job gets it to Elby. Elby takes off down the near sideline, stops, double team, fires the down court pass to Bland, who catches it in traffic and gets fouled by Rontrell Gentry. Gentry's first, team's fifth.
Do you think some of these guys that guard Lincoln Elby, his ball handling skills and his vision of the court is absolutely spectacular, where he sees a guy coming from the weak side and he reverses around, or he makes a nice lead pass? What I'm saying is he's a very good point guard. I think he's a very good person to run your system of play, because I think he's like another coach out on the floor.
Blue Devils sloppy on the inbounds pass as Dade was cutting to the basket, and the pass was a little behind him. He tried to control it, but between Dade and Bland, they could not control it, and a turnover to U-City.
Lincoln's not going to get your 10, 12, 14 points, but he's going to dish out enough assists to make up for that.
Here's a backdoor cut, but Lincoln Elby knocked the ball out of bounds on the attempted pass from out front, so it'll be U-City ball in front of their own bench. Quincy leading it 48-29.
Still hasn't scored this quarter, that being U-City.
Quincy's only scored 2. Mayo back in the game for U-City. Orlando's Mayo. Here's Perkins. Perkins going 1-on-5. Gets it to Torrey. Torrey floats a pass. It's deflected by Elby and recovered by Lincoln Elby, who will go up and lay in the finger roll.
And you just don't teach that tip pass to yourself. You learn that as you grow up, and that's exactly what Lincoln did. He anticipated, tipped it forward to himself, went in for a nice layup.
Here's a pass out front on the wing. A knuckleball three is no good. Long rebound to Cameron Gay. Got fouled. No call. And then U-City gets the ball and throws it out of bounds. And deflected by Bland. It'll be U-City ball. You were going to say?
I thought they deflected off of U-City, but obviously it did go off of Parker.
Parker Bland was the last player to touch it, according to the striped shirt officials. There's a bounce pass in the paint to Gentry. He throws it in the corner to Perkins. Perkins tries to drive around. 3 players does, but then it's blocked out of bounds by Lincoln Elby.
Got some hops to his feet.
Elby and Perkins have had a good-natured battle going all game long, and whenever one of them does something good, they look at the other. Here's a lob into Perkins. He catches in the paint, goes up and gets fouled by someone wearing white and blue. I believe it was Parker Bland. And Perkins has something to say to Bland. And the official walks up and says, son, don't do that anymore.
You're down by 21.
Parker Bland's call for his 3rd personal. 8th team foul on Quincy.
As he shoots a free throw, he talks to the official.
And he misses said free throw.
Or he's talking to someone underneath the basket.
2nd free throw is good. In front of the rim, back of the rim, and fell down. So 1 out of 2 is Jamar Perkins from the free throw line, and it's a 50-30 Quincy lead. Yeah. Joe palms the ball and gets called for it.
Yes, he did. That was a good call. He took that big hop and that step, and then he came over from the bottom of the ball to the top of the ball, and you just could have called carrying on that.
The Allen Iverson dribble.
Yes, sir. Practice.
Here's Perkins. Tries to dance around Dade. Gets it to the baseline. Gets it underneath the hoop. Reverse layup is off the glass. No good. Got his own rebound. Bland took it away from him and saves it to Job, who gets it to Elby. Elby will be double teamed in backcourt. Spins away from a couple of defenders. And then nickel dime push foul called on U-City's defense. And Perkins tells the official that there was a travel. Perkins called for the foul, and he's acting like he fouled out. And he did. So Jamar Perkins will lead the game with 8 points. And the officials are thinking to themselves, darn, we were having such a good conversation all game long with that young man.
He still might get a technical from the bench the way that he's barking.
Only the 16th foul on U-City, so Quincy has it. Dade, cross court to Elby. Job, Cameron Gay, and Parker Bland, the other Devils on the floor right now. Job, high post pass to Bland. He dribble drives, loses it, but it finds Elby, who spots up for a deep 3 and misses. Cameron Gay with the offensive board weak side, goes up, gets fouled by the U-City player, and that is Orlandis Mayo, his 3rd personal. 7th team foul, but it'll be a shooting foul for Cameron Gay. Gay 0 for 2 from the line here this evening. Free throw in the air, rims out.
I've been quiet because I'm really watching this coach teach and discipline his kids, and he's doing a very, very good job of it because they want to continue to say something, and he's very calmly standing in front of them, telling them they need to keep their mouth shut, watch the game, and support the players that are out there.
Cameron Gay misses the second free throw, but Bland ends up with the offensive board and then throws it into the backcourt. Tenhouse will touch it, and it's over and back on Quincy.
Got to give credit for number 2, little Hugh.
Hugh Torrey.
Hugh Torrey was after that ball from the time he knew it was going to be an over and back, trying to take advantage of us being lazy, but Reagan Tenhouse got to it.
Torrey will inbound, or try to anyway, and he floats a pass that finds the player. This time it's Martavius Mayo. Mayo drives in traffic and travels with it. Tried to split 3 defenders with a jump stop and came up about a foot short. So traveling called on Martavius Mayo. Reagan Tenhouse will inbound for Quincy. 4:40 left to go in the game. Quincy leading 50-30. Dade beats his man off the dribble, gets it to Job. He'll fire the right wing 3 and hit it. That's been the sweet spot here in the second half for Quincy, is that right wing 3.
Yes, it has.
9 points for Jacob Job, 53-30, biggest lead of the game for Quincy. Here's a pass deflected, and it's saved by U-City, but a nice play by Dade to deflect the ball and keep it in Quincy's possession. Bland has it, and he'll get it to Dade. Dade will be the point guard here as Lincoln Elby is on the bench, getting a rest and probably won't return for this game. Quincy up 23 with 4:05 left to go. Bland on a dribble drive, takes it all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and then he got fouled.
Good drive to the basket, Parker Bland.
Bland's second basket of the game. He has 4 points. And he took that ball from about 21 feet out on the left side of the offense and took it all the way to the hoop, put it up and in, and got fouled by Rontrell Gentry, his second.
You could almost tell he had his mind made up that he was going to take that to the hoop, too.
And when he does that, it's the proverbial bull in a china shop. Free throw by Bland is good. George Picard will check in for Quincy.
He's doing a little no-shave November, it looks like George is.
Yeah, I guess once football season ended, he stopped shaving. Here's a floater in the lane, actually a runner that's up and in by Martavius Mayo, his first basket of the game. 56-32, Quincy leads. Here's Dade on a dribble drive. Gets it to Picard. His shot is wildly off the glass and in. Woo! That ball had some English on it. Picard's first hoop. And it's 58-32. Quincy leads by 26. Here's a spin move at the top of the key by Arlandis Mayo. He gets it to Martavius Mayo. Mayo, cross-court pass deflected and stolen away by Jacob Job. Took it away from his teammate Cameron Gay, and Job takes off in transition. Will put it up with the left hand and score. The defender didn't realize Job was left-handed, and he gave Job the left side of the court, and Job said, "Thank you very much," and laid it in with a left hand. Jacob Job now with 11 points. Quincy leads by 28, 60-32, and people decide, that's good enough for me, we're going to take off. Air ball put up by Torrey, and the rebound along the baseline to Jones. Jones floats a pass in the lane to Martavius Mayo, scores over George Picard, and Picard will get called for a foul. Martavius Mayo will shoot for the three-point play. So George Picard's played about 45 seconds. He has a basket and a foul.
Names in the scoring column, though.
Carson Gay, Johnny Schmidt, Elliott Brittle into the ball game, joining Mike Dade and George Picard for the Blue Devils. Free throw in the air by Mayo is no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Torrey for U-City. Now a three put up right wing that's short. Weak side rebound belongs to U-City, and Mayo will get the garbage hoop. Martavius Mayo missed a free throw, but he gets the hoop on the same possession. So a 4-point possession for U-City. It's 60-36, Quincy leads. And now an offensive foul called on Elliott Brittle for an illegal screen.
It's away from the ball, too. That even hurts more. Hey, I mean, it's great to get these guys in, but you want them to continue to work on what you're trying to do as a team. I mean, 2 minutes and 42 seconds is a lot of time for a sub to play. I mean, to get some playing time. So, you know, usually it's, you know, under a minute and you get in, you throw some shots up. But here you've got time to run some things to try to prove to yourself when the situation calls, I can get out there and do it.
Here's Gentry for U-City. Gets it to Keon Smith, who's checked in for the Lions. Now Jones splits two defenders and walked when he split the defenders. I have U City for 21 turnovers in the game.
That will hurt. You'll give up some points doing that.
And Schmidt will inbound for Quincy, get it to Carson Gay, who may have gotten away with a travel. Gets it to Kirkard, whose layup is up and in.
Hey. He's making a night of it.
It's like Vinnie Johnson all of a sudden. He's the microwave for Quincy. 62-36, Blue Devils lead it. Here's a floater along the lane. It hits the side of the glass, put up by Jones, and Carson Gay has the rebound for Quincy. He's being triple teamed, so he gets the ball to Mike Dade. Dade will cross over, take it to the far sideline, behind the back dribble, crosses the timeline. Mike Dade gets around a couple of defenders, penetrates, kicks it to Carson Gay, and he traveled with it.
Shoot that ball. Shoot it, Carson.
2:01 left to go in the game. Quincy leads 62-36.
I can remember a couple games last year talking about Michael Dade coming in for Harrison Elby, and it was important for him to understand the role of leading the team from that point guard. And he's come in tonight and taken that experience from last year and put it into effect here this first game tonight.
Bernard Jones penetrates, now gets it to Gentry for a three that goes down. Excuse me, that was Orlandis Mayo hitting the three. His first three of the game. He now has 5 points, and it's a 62-39 Quincy lead, but Carson Gay hits the three. Didn't shoot the first time he got on the wing, but he shot it that time.
Didn't travel, did he?
And he made the three, did Carson Gay. And our Orlandis Mayo with a dribbling exhibition. Gets it to Keon Smith, who drives, double team, loses it. Ball loose on the floor, and Smith takes it away from Dade and regains possession for U City. Cross-court pass finds Jones. Jones gets it to Mayo. Orlando Mayo's three is too strong. Weak side rebound, Dade knocks it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to stay off U City. Keon Smith.
Trying to draw a foul on a three-point shot out there. You just can't fall. You got to get hit if you want to at least have the official look at it.
Picard inbounds to Mike Dade. Dade goes behind the back to get away from Rontrell Gentry. Dade takes it to the middle of the floor as the Devils try and wind out the final minute here of this ball game, leading 65-39 Quincy. It was a 20-15 game at the half. So right now it's 45-24 here in the second half for Quincy. Dade pretty much dribbling out the clock, but now he goes to Carson Day. Carson Gay left wing. Now Gay on a dribble drive all the way to the hoop. Layup short. Rebound knocked out of bounds, but saved by U City, and Dade will recover near midcourt. Cross-court pass to Kirkard. George Kirkard will split two defenders. Stop, travel, throw a pass that's deflected, and out of bounds to Quincy.
Sort of did a little ballerina. He went up on his toe there and made that pirouette pass.
And basically threw it to nowhere, but it was deflected by U City.
So they say.
Carson Gay gets it into Mike Dade. Dade crosses over in front of his defender Gentry. Dade crosses the timeline and takes it to the jump circle, crosses over again, starts to penetrate and gave it right to Gentry on the steal. Gentry gets it to Orlandis Mayo. Mayo will split two defenders, and a blocking foul called on George Picard.
What is the band doing?
They're playing.
Well, they were playing while the play was still going on, but that's okay.
First game of the season for them, too. George Picard picks up his second foul. And the double bonus for U City. Free throw is up and in by Orlandis Mayo.
I don't think we should be playing while the player is shooting.
Second free throw is missed. And Quincy has the rebound, 65-40 with 4 seconds left. Schmidt will fire a deep two that's no good, and the rebound's out of bounds to U City. With 0.6 of a second left, U City rolls at the midcourt. It's flung from there, and it's off the glass, no good, and that'll do it. Quincy wins their season opener. Under the tutelage of Andy Douglas, Quincy wins the ball game 65-40. And as I mentioned, the Blue Devils outscore U City to the tune of 40-25 in the second half. Quincy wins it 65-40. Back in a couple of minutes. This is Blue Devil basketball on 103.9 5.
When Scott and I purchased these 2 rocking chairs, our intention was to rock together on our porch in our old age. But when Scott was diagnosed with cancer, our lives drastically changed. When discussing Scott's final wishes, we decided the best choice was Hanson Spear Funeral Home. We liked the home-like setting, and we knew we could trust the Spear family to honor our wishes with a personalized video and the Bible Scott used daily. Hanson Spear even arranged a special time for our granddaughters who were having a difficult time. They took care of everything.
It's coming to Quincy, and it's a game changer. Fiber is the fastest technology available, and Adams is bringing fiber to the home. Nothing else compares to fiber, and Adams will be connecting Quincy neighborhoods to this lightning-fast internet and telephone service with no gimmick pricing and local service. Find out how your neighborhood can become a fiberhood. Just take the quick survey at followthefiber.net. Adams, the better and now faster way to connect.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
We left a lot of points out there in the first half. I thought we had some looks at the basket. Normally, looks that would go down for us, but they weren't. But our guys really showed a lot of resolve. Bouncing back in the second half. I thought defensively we set the tone. We had a lot of deflections. We're able to get out and run a little bit, which is where I think we're at our best. So proud of our effort tonight.
And it's interesting because being a coach and getting to talk to a coach is you get out there and it's the first game and you want everything to go so good. And you see some things and you know they have the capability of doing it, but it's just not falling into place. So I got a feeling at halftime you just sort of said, hey, let's take a deep breath because we're better than what we did. And your third quarter was spectacular.
Absolutely. And I think, mentally you always want to have the toughest kids. And I thought just by our body language a couple times we didn't look like we were there. And that was part of what the coaches did. They talked to a couple guys, let them know that, hey, first half is the first half. Now we're moving on. So we're starting on a clean slate. And I think mentally they got back in it. Jake Jobe knocked down a couple shots for us, got his hands on a couple passes, and changed his intensity a little bit.
And it's fun to watch. Like Lincoln Elby, he's got so much experience out there. And I made a comment on the air. He's not going to get you 12, 14 points, but an assist and just his general leadership out on the floor, the way he handles the ball, the way he sees things, the way he tips the ball forward on the steal, it's so nice to see. And other kids see that, and they want to play that hard too.
You couldn't ask for a better leader, and I think we're really lucky to have guys like him, Reagan Tenhouse. I talk a lot about our seniors, but our seniors are guys that, this is their last year playing. They put everything out there over the summer, and it shows. Reagan Tenhouse is one that's made huge strides, both what he does skill-wise and also his physicality. But Lincoln Elby, he's obviously one of the most important guys that we have, and he dominated the basketball tonight. He limited his turnovers, and like you said, found open guys, played unselfish, and that's what you got to do as a point guard.
He's almost like another coach out there, and having somebody like that, the other kids see, and he never gets rattled, he never gets upset. If there were times that he'd make a bad pass and get mad, then that would rub off on the other kids. And that's a credit to your coaching staff to make sure that everybody stays calm no matter what the situation. I want to point out Michael Day. Michael Day last year got a couple times last year where he got to run that point guard, and that experience came over here tonight where he hit a couple big shots there in the third quarter, two of them back-to-back from that corner over there. And that's what you hope, that every time that a kid gets that experience, that they carry it over to the next game.
Absolutely. And we said, even if you played very little or spared minutes last year, you still have a little bit of varsity experience, getting out on the floor and competing in games. And while they maybe not played as much as they wanted, they got some experience. And I think that's where you see Mike Dade being confident enough to knock down some open shots tonight.
And how are you?
I feel good.
Do you?
I feel good. Again, as a coach, you know there's always things that you need to work on, but we'll enjoy tonight. It was nice getting on the court, seeing where we stand, and I thought the guys were antsy about getting out and playing, and might have showed a little in the first half. But again, proud of our guys and their effort in the second half.
I would imagine tomorrow at the shoot-around, work on focus while shooting free throws.
Yeah, we talked about that. What we might try is just shooting free throws blindfolded tomorrow night, see if the referees will allow that. But we have great free throw shooters. In practice, we do great, but it's now time to put it on the floor, let it translate to game time. So that's something that we'll improve on.
And I think it is just a matter of focus. Right. I mean, like you say, there's so much surrounding opening night that you get to the free throw line, you're almost too relaxed that you don't think about, okay, go through my routine and shoot.
Absolutely. And those guys, I think they were flustered a little bit. And again, first time game experience for some of them and being put in that situation. But like we said, our goal as a program is to improve every day. And that's one thing, one out of the many that we really need to improve on.
Well, enjoy the next 2 hours, enjoying the victory, and then get back to work. So
absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks.
That's Andy Douglas joining us on the post-game show, which is brought to you by McDonald's and First Bankers Trust. And we'll now come back with the stat sheet show and run through the scoring on the ball game this evening as Quincy defeats University City 65-40. Back in 30 seconds after this word from Hanson Spear.
When Bobby's husband passed away, she went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
If you're looking for a funeral home and somebody that will guide you through this with such ease, just talk to Will Spear. Just go talk to him. Tell him how much money you've got. Tell him what you need, and he'll do it for you. He actually will do everything for you need for him to do. I didn't have any problem with anything because Will took me by the hand and just walked me through it. He said, Bobby, there's just nothing to worry about.